Hello Libra, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel and my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So I get a little bit tongue-tied there, so trying to slow down, but there's a lot of energy there. So I'm going to take a breath and slow down. So I was actually really nice and calm before that, and then it's like, okay, now let's get going, boom, boom, boom. So there's a lot of that energy around me at the moment since I've started tuning into your energy and push that red button to go play. So there's this thing about, okay, so interesting, I say red button, so push the red button, like go play, I'm hearing, and play, let's get going, record, or not so much even record, but it's pushing the button and let's get going. Because you know what happens when you push the red button, something comes out. So it could either be an alert, if there's a red button that I've kept looking, that keeps drawing to my, bringing my attention to, and I want to push the button. So there's that sort of energy and spirit of bringing that in. And it's like for you to push the button and push record as per se, or you know, or live. Let's go live. Let's go. Let's not so much record it, but let record whatever you're doing, but let's get moving as per se. So it's like there's a big red flag or a big red dot. There's something about that wants to come out, that wants to move. Come out of you and wants to move, or there's something that wants to come out, or what needs to be seen by you to get you, some momentum going, or some motivation. I don't even think it's kind of motivation, passion, or I think it's more for some of you it is that. For others of you it's just like, there's an encouragement with the universe, spirit, your energy, Librans energy, to get cracking with something, or and it's not like a sense of urgency sort of one, but it's like more just get moving with something, take some steps towards creating, exploring, or dismantling, or rearranging, transforming, that sort of thing, or transferring, whatever it is for you, those doing action words. It's like taking action basically, that's going in your. So anyway, back to the beginning again. It's like rattle, rattle, rattle on, prattle, prattle, prattle on, all that. So anyway, I'm Lesley, Ormsby, psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things, and so much more. So part of the so much more is that I do these reads. And the messages that come through may or may not resonate with you. So they're not going to read, not everyone is going to understand everything that comes through every week. But some people it has, so that's cool. So, and not everyone is going to understand the whole message as well, what's going. So feel free though you'll see a common theme that, is coming through the message, the reading today, that you be able to change the characters around that are in here. So let's see what comes up. So I really want to say a super big thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and or followed and liked and followed me on my Facebook page. So I encourage you to link up with me on both of those, because there's content that is on Facebook that doesn't go on YouTube, and vice versa. And also on my Instagram page as well. So there's more stuff going to be coming out on there as well. Now let me see. Go back to the thing. So so it may or may not resonate with you. So if you don't know what your other signs are, which is what I was just about to say, is check out one of your other signs if it doesn't make sense or partially makes sense. And when you check out one of your other signs, it will be probably give you, well, the idea is that it will give you a more comprehensive overview of what is going on for you, or what could be going on for you in the future. If you don't know what your other signs are, check out in the description box below. There is a link that will take you to a website that has a free calculator in there that will work it out. And all you have to do is pop in your birth date and time if you know it. If you don't, that's not a problem. It will still be able to calculate something out for you. But maybe not as specific. So, but I mean, my one's pretty well true, and I don't have my birthday, my birth time. So So anyway, so this is you know, this, like, and following on from that, so that means this read is suitable for those of you who are watching for Libra in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Okay, so anyway, today or this week I'm using the tarot deck, my trusty tarot deck by Juliet Sharman-Berg, and the Energy Earth Oracle deck, as well as the angels who have come in the last couple of days on and off, in and out, to pass on messages. So yesterday it was a set of angels, but today I have a couple of lions actually. And when I woke this morning, there was a message. I felt like there was a meditation with the Lion's Gate, because we're in that energy still even now, as well. And I did that meditation. So there were these beautiful lions, courage, strength, and kept going to lions. And then I have an energy group of energy light beings that are working with myself and a friend of mine, and with some channeling, some healing modality energies and messages through, and so we're going to be sharing those in the next few weeks and months, bringing that together. So yeah, it's really quite exciting. So, and going into this Lion and Zion month, Lion energy. Okay, so it's helping to shift energy, basically, going through that, and allow yourself to release things. So now the Zion energy, they have a very, very calming energy, and which helps us to settle back, or sit back, or not even sit back, as we're moving, whether we're sitting back or as we're navigating through our life or through our day, helping us to stay in a calm, having that sense of calmness about ourselves. So they bring that energy, so there is no panic or anxiety, or you know, less of that. And it's like, and helping us to see the truth behind the scenes. And sometimes, you know, we're very good at reading between the lines, and we see the truth, you know, behind the scenes, or the truth within ourselves. Okay, so, and with all this kerfuffle that's going on around the world at the moment, and in New Zealand right now at the moment, because it is the 12th of August 2020, so it's like there is still a lot of energy that is like really erratic, really fearful, really anxious, there about the future, about death, about all sorts of things. So I mean, so anyway, that's what the Zions are here for. They've come. So Kylie and I, you know, she will be we'll be working together, and yeah, sharing messages from them. Cool. And there'll be a bit more of an explanation of who they are and why they're here in the very near future. So I just wanted to bring in their energy, because they're making me wanting to talk about them a bit more, to bring in their energy. And you might feel the energy shift and change as I'm talking, as you know, and like bringing, even though there's this excitement that I started off in the beginning here, there is there is still excitement, but in a composed way, you could say, and allowing us to see, you know, to be more, I suppose, in this sense of a deeper sense of knowing. Okay, there's that sort of energy that's coming through for you, even though there is a lot of excitement and hype and things like that going on, and staying in your place, in your truth. Okay, so anyway, we're just shuffling there. Okay, we'll be going there. So we have these three first that's come out: the King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Hermit. So the King of Cups is, you know, obviously Cups is around, or as most of you will know, it's around feelings and emotions, and you know, to do with the relationships, an emotional connection with ourselves, or yourself and others. Okay, and so the King of Cups comes in with the energy, you know, of one who loves, both loves and fears. So he is one who wants to, and who loves to be in a relationship or in a partnership of some sort. I'm bringing in work, you know, career or whatever, business and that. So some sort of partnership or working together with someone, but there's that fear of that something may happen. So there's a lack of commitment there, or a lack of wanting to commit. It's not to say that they don't commit, but it's like there's that feeling and energy behind it. So I'm saying, you know, so that, you know, okay, slow down. So there's a bit of maybe being a little bit weary about things, and a little bit standoffish and hold off about things. So anyway, I do feel like with him here, this is, even though, you know, you're an air sign, Libra, this could be someone that's in your life that is a water sign, but it could actually be, I'm feeling more like this is you going into the space, or not all of you, going into a space of not wanting to commit to something, you know, a relationship or a partnership or a friendship or something like that, or a contract in some way or form, or, you know, or a project with somebody, because of things that have happened in the past. But I kind of feel like, you know, there's this because we have the Eight of Wands, so there's this encouragement to put out, you know, what you want. And if if this is what you want, sometimes we have to make changes with ourselves, you know, and get the heck over ourselves. So this King of Cups could be a male or a female energy that's in your space that you could be dealing with. It could be like that that maybe you have gone into that space, or and needing to like maybe review things about yourself and to shift out of that space, because there's action and excitement with the Eight of Wands, and that's about, you know, passion and life purpose and movement really, imagination, and, you know, connecting with the spiritual side as well, the spirituality. So this is you, you know, in a way, you know, with the Eight of Wands, there's those, you're putting out your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and there's something about, you know, there's something is coming back, and it's like there's the Hermit as well. So it's like, I feel like for some of you that's, you know, going into this space, or you are in this space, with patience and maturity and prudence with what is happening around you while this is all happening, okay? So it's like in the background, it's still putting out, even though there are things that aren't quite maybe going right, or you're in the beginnings of that, it's still putting them out, and leaving the door open to how it might come back to you, or how it's going to work out. So then we have these two here, the next two cards, which is in reverse, the new beginnings, with the Page of Swords and mental activity, and then tension, anxiety with the Two of Swords. So there may have been some of that going on with you, but there seems to be a shift with these, because the first three cards that come out for me and for you at this time is the main theme of the week, you could say. So there's this side of you is like maybe a bit of you may be going a bit deep, or feeling like you might be in over your head, or you may be, for some of you, or you may be there's a change of mind because there's some lot of tension and anxiety around. So with these, but there's and maybe you've got you're blocking something that's a new beginning because of things that are happening around you, like literally around you, in your close vicinity, in your family or community, or in your country or in your town or something like that. Whatever it is, there's been a change of mind. So well, I'm going to turn them up the correct ways, because they're just asking you, you know, suggesting that you look into that, okay? So then we have all these cards that have come up. It's like, holy shit. So anyway, that's all these ones here. So I'm going to go through them. So the first card out is Take a Leap of Faith, is the Take a Leap of Faith, is the Hanged Man. So I feel like there may be something that you're needing to like go into and making a choice. And it could seem like it's a sacrifice, but I'm feeling like it's not really, but it may look like one, because you're going to do one thing instead of another, in favor of another. But I do feel like at the moment, it's like, for some of you, it might feel like that, but actually you've got no choice to carry on or to go into this, whatever it is, this project or this this new beginning that's here, or that's right here now for a lot of you. And some of you, you're already in it, and you've started something, and it may be like, oh, and it's like, what, you know, but it's like, hang on a minute, don't freak yourself out. There are some solutions that I'm hearing like Spirit are bringing you, and so just keeping your wits about you, okay, and don't go in that overthinking stage. So anyway, we have the sacrifice there with the Hanged Man. So it seems something from another, you know, from another angle, basically. That's what I'm getting from that. Because, you know, typically when you hang yourself, and you're hanging, it's usually from the neck or from the head. So, but this time it's from the foot. Okay, the right foot. For me, the right side is about masculinity, but also the right side is about the physical side. So there's something like physically, you may be physically held back, or you may be physically needing to make a choice to do something to get you physically moving, to change the direction, or something like that for some of you. And some of you, it's like you're seeing things from another angle or from another point of view. So depending on what you're seeing, but I'm just hearing like with this choice and this sacrifice, there's something that comes up with energy, you know, and I'm feeling like this is about money or career, finances and that sort of thing, but there's something coming with success and enjoyment. I feel like Spirit are just letting you know that, you know, having, you know, faith in yourself and in the energy that you have, because it's like this is what you're dreaming of, this is what you want to achieve in your life, is this abundance here with the Nine of Pentacles there. But the Nine of Pentacles is about, you know, the theme around that is about success and enjoyment. So it will come. It will come, because the vines are abundant there, but it's also, you know, it's like there's an exchange of energy, or energy that needs to be put in it to get to it. Okay, so there's some work to go to that. And the Nine of Pentacles is, you know, 9 for me is there's like something that's coming to the it's completion. Okay, completion of a cycle or a phase of some sort. So okay, and I feel like this is what happens, like you start to see something happening, because I'm just getting that there, which is why there's like it's the Nine of Pentacles is there, because you start to see how it can work, or you get out of that funny little space. And then we have Three of Swords, with something reveals itself, I feel, and there's a tension released from that. And so there's a bit of relief. So there could be 3 people in that party, because that are connected with whatever you're doing, because there are 3 swords in there. Then we have a change in the fortune, which is with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's like, you know, it's interesting because it's right in the middle of all these cards, and it's like something changes. It's like with the fortune side of things and the way that you view it. Because then we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's like it's just going to take a little bit of time, and you may be needing to learn some new skills in order to get to the financial stability that you're looking for, that you're working towards. And see, then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So there's a time to decide, which is right at the end, to decide what you're going to do. So maybe not that you're going to give up your day job, you know, right now at the moment, but that may be something that in the meantime you can work in the background to make things happen. So when it comes time, you can, you know, let go of your day job and something that is abundant and prosperous and working all right, into going into this new one, okay, this new opportunity or this new beginning in that way. Wow. So there's a lot of action in there. I'm starting to get like, not a headache, but it's like, whoa, there's a lot of energy through that. And I'm just going to take these ones because I'm coming to clear my throat a bit. These ones fell out. So here, patterns. So there's something about breaking some patterns, okay? Whether that is something, you know, like you may have been wanting to go into business or make some changes, or, you know, get a new job or do something around the house, or a new project or a new partner or a different partner, or moving out or into a relationship, whatever it is. It's like there seems to be some patterns in how what stops you from doing things or starts you doing things as well. But what you know, and where they came from. So I feel like in this next couple of weeks, and you know, or this next week or next couple of weeks, actually, that you'll start noticing those patterns if you haven't started already. So see, notice me moving around a lot lately, because it's like there's something that is moving, okay? And it goes back to that red button again. Okay, so repetition. So there is repetition there. So it's like there's something about, you know, with the patterns, repeating patterns again. So some repeating patterns are good and some are not. So the fact that this is in reverse, it's like obviously you're going to be focusing on the ones that are not. So there may be some resistance in seeing those, or not allowing yourself to see these patterns or repetitive patterns that are going on. But see, and there's the moon and the cycles. So the moon will helps you to allow you to shift and release some of those repetitive patterns and understand them, observing you, looking at you, being more aware of you, and and mindful of you, your thoughts, and how you respond or move and maneuver, navigate their way through and communicate with people. So revision. So there's a little bit of revision there for some of you. So it's like, I feel like the revision is really just, you know, looking at revising what did work and you know, and what didn't work, and then putting your plan together to get moving, to shift yourself out, to make a strategy, create a strategy. It's either an entry or an exit strategy, okay? And or even in the middle, it could be something where you're in the middle of something, or continuance strategy. Nonetheless, there's a strategy there that is that they're looking at you like creating. So I just want to let you know that that is red selenite that's in there behind that one. So, and then that is clear quartz, and this is amethyst, and this one is citrine. I kind of want to move those two to get that one there revision. And why I'm saying that is because there's a lot of purple in there, but also a lot of the orange with the citrine. Okay, cool. So red selenite, I just thought I'm thinking I might just like read a few notes that I've made about red selenite and that I've got. So red selenite is wonderful for power grids and working with other crystals. So you can have, like, often I will put two crystals together to help amplify the energy and mix and merge the energies together. So, you know, you've got them all in your room, so there's nothing wrong with putting them close together or on top of each other, depending on how big they are, of course. So it's like, think about it, eh? So, and it works well as well with any stone, and has a female polarity. So what they mean by that is where there are blockages in the female area, or the female psyche, the female energy, or the femininity side, when you're talking, especially around the with that going with the not the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, around those areas, but you know, anywhere in the body really. However, so it's brilliant, enhances flexibility, creativity, both at home and in the workplace. It also helps with what do you call it? Encouraging. This is interesting. I often don't read that part, to help with chores and do their homework. So some of you may understand that. Okay, so it's also a protective stone. It helps a person, it shields a person or space from outside influences, and can evoke protection from the angelic realm as well. So it also helps to dispel negative energy, and it helps one to connect with one's guides and guardians, whatever you call them, Christ consciousness and the higher self. And it can be held around a person to facilitate that connection. So I have a lot, as you will notice here, a lot of, you know, selenite, but that one is a red one. So they do similar things, but I feel they do have a similar sort of energy, but slightly different in another way as well. So anyway, that's a beautiful one to have. So, and the clear quartz is there because it also helps clear energy. Sorry, the selenite as well. Removes energy blockages from the physical and the etheric bodies. Excuse me. God, it's real bloody. There's a lot of energy going on at the moment. So it's wonderful for meditating, and it helps, aids to access past and future lives as well. And it brings a lot of mental clarity, clearing confusion, and revealing the bigger picture behind any problem. So that's kind of where the energy was going before. So clear quartz is a really good one. It's known as to be the master healer. It's also I use it for amplifying energy and absorbing and storing, releasing. Amplifying energy by absorbing, storing, releasing, and regulating it. Okay, so it's also said to aid concentration and memory, which is really helpful at times, and it and they also help to stimulate your immune system and balance your entire body, like your chakras and all your other energy points where chakras are as well. So and often I will have, it paired up with other crystals, just like the selenite, the red selenite. Then we have amethyst, and this is a beautiful purple stone. It's incredibly protective and a healing stone, and purifying as well. It helps to rid the mind of negative thoughts and bring forth humility, sincerity, and spiritual wisdom. It also helps to promote sobriety as well. So interesting that should be, it should be there as well in this in these new notes that I've added some things in there and mucked around with them, changed them around a bit, updated them, and rewritten them. So it's interesting, that the sobriety, because sometimes when we're in an anxious place or something like that, and so not all of you are like that, so I'm not entirely sure why I'm telling you. So you may know somebody that, they tend to go into some, like, pick up maybe old addictions, old habits, and, that sort of thing. And it's also helped, helps with sleep and insomnia and understanding dreams as well. It also is said to boost hormone production, cleanse blood, and relieve pain and stress. Okay, so citrine brings joy, wonder, and enthusiasm to each part and every part of your life. It's said to help release negative traits, which kind of follows on with the amethyst. So for me, like fear. And in turn, doing that helps encourage optimism, warmth, motivation, and clarity. Okay. It's also claimed to enhance mindful qualities like creativity and concentration. So anyway, so I just felt like I need to share that with you, with why those are there, and those I've changed them. And I've put those ones in front of each one, so they may be helpful for you as you're, maneuvering through this next week or so. Okay. Anyway, like I say, I'm going to leave it there, and we're going to, my guides and helpers, my spiritual team and we're going to leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. And we shall see you next week. Bye for now.